Parents, we have totally failed to lead good examples for our children. Yes, we have failed. A few days back, I met a young girl and we happened to have a one-on-one conversation. And she told me how she didn't want to go back home. She was wondering whether I could ask her mom, maybe I could bring her home with me. Then I asked myself why. Because usually, when you go somewhere with your child, they can't wait to go back home with you. But this time I met with a friend of mine, and when she was away, her daughter she begged me to ask her mom so that the mom could let her go with me at my place. So I was curious, and out of curiosity I asked, but why? You don't want to go back home to daddy? Why? So this young girl kept quiet for a while, and then she said, I don't want. Then I was like, why? She told me they just can't stop fighting. They can't stop fighting about anything. They keep fighting about everything. And sometimes it even goes from verbal to physical exchange of blows. I was like, wow, what a pity. That's really sad. Because of course the mama told me they were having fights at home, but I thought this exchange of words, of course that's also not good. That's also not good, because as you mature people having those verbal fights, you can end up speaking let's say vulgar languages. You can end up disclosing things you don't want this young boy or girl to hear. Parents, we have failed to know where we have to fight, or when we have to fight, and when we have to act okay. Sometimes we have to act okay for the sake of our children until that right time comes, you're home alone. If you're these kinds of parents who can't have a silent talk when you have a disagreement, wait for that time when the children are away. Wait for them, or send them somewhere so that muchimaliriza chigwa. If you want to exchange blows, yes, do it. I can't stop you. We are mature people here, and I know marriage is not easy. Family life is difficult sometimes. Sometimes people want to fight. So if that's their way of solving problems, of course you can't stop them. But then I'm only requesting we put into consideration these children before we fight. Because right now we have to be so careful, because they're not even studying. So they're home 24/7. They're home 24/7 observing everything. You had a misunderstanding during night, you show it during day, even when you're just silent. Of course they will observe and they will be asking questions. But at least let them ask questions than you having these fights when they are watching. It's really sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. Emotionally, we are hurting these children. Some children are scared of disclosing or opening up to you and telling you, hey mom or dad, what you're doing, we can't stand it, because they have nowhere to go. This is home. So they have to keep quiet, but they are only wishing, I wish I could go somewhere. Not like this girl who was asking to come home with me. Parents, it's our obligation to create a safe environment for our children to live in. It's our obligation. If you yourself, you can't provide a good environment for your children to stay in, where will they get it? Okay, what if I decide to come to bring home this daughter of yours or this son of yours or your children? Do you know how I act? Do you know how I act? Do you know how I behave? Remember, you can only know what people choose to let you know about them. So you may be knowing this with Elma, who is mature and responsible. Kumbe, she has this negative side. At home, she becomes a beast. So parents, I think we should always put into consideration before we're having these fights, before we violence, before you start fighting, exchanging blows, those nasty words. Look around, who is watching, who is listening. These things, actually, children who come from such homes, even when they go back to school, they can't perform well. Why? They are tortured. Psychologically, they are tortured. And let's say when this girl or boy is seated in class, they are thinking, now the way dad or mom, the way they fought yesterday, I wonder what's happening home. They can't concentrate. So how do you expect them to study and understand what they're studying? How do you expect them to concentrate when you haven't given them peace of mind? Parents. I don't even know how many times I have called you. But for our children's sake, let's let some matters be. Let's let some things be. You're a mature person. If you can't control your anger when your children are around, seriously, what example are you setting for them? How will you be able to tell this boy or girl that beating or fighting is bad when they've grown seeing you fighting? How will you be able to tell them that exchanging there are vulgar words that you don't have to speak when they've grown listening to you speaking out those words anyhowly? There is no way you tell them that. You yourself, you are the best teacher your children can ever have. You're the best example they will copy from. If actually, I'm sure some of you, or most of you, have seen, we've met these children who speak words anyhowly, and a boy speaks something and you can't say it. But this boy finds it fine to say it because at home, mom and dad say those words. When they are mad at each other, they say them anyhowly. So, out of respect for our children, out of love, care, we have to protect them from some things. Let's protect them from our anger. When you're mad, when I'm mad, when you're mad, you're mad at your husband or your man, when you're mad at your wife, those are bedroom issues. If you can't fight low-key, wait till they are away. It's for your children's peace of mind. It's for your children's future. It's for the example you want to set for them. That has been it for today. It's been Elma.